Welcome to episode 2 of my Songs from Scratch series, where I take a song from an idea to a fully released track. Let's talk about lyrics. As I mentioned in the last episode, I'm working on a song called Sundown. I wanted to lean into the imagery of the person you love being like the sunset. One of my favorite things to do is watch the sunset on the beach, but as beautiful as it is, it's a bittersweet feeling watching the colors fade with the light. I always wish I could hold on to it for a little while longer. In the context of a relationship, I was picturing a pattern where, when your person is with you, everything is beautiful and you're so in love, but then they leave you and your world is so much darker in their absence. So when writing Sundown, I used lines like, "I've lost count of the times I've watched you leave," and "leaving colors in your wake in attempt to ease the ache," to paint that picture. I want to share a couple of songwriting tips I use to make this a bit easier. The first tip is rhyme zone. If you have specific words you know you want to use in your song, like sundown for instance, try to think of related words and write them down, and take them to rhyme zone to find words that are rhymes or near rhymes with those words. You can write a few of them down, then if you're ever feeling stuck, you can refer to the list, and sometimes a word can give you an idea for your next line. For example, sundown is a near rhyme with count. So when I saw the word count, it inspired the line, "I've lost count of the times I've watched you leave." Then leave led me to sweet, so "of the times I've watched you leave feels so bittersweet." Just remember, rhymes are important, but even more important than that is what you're saying. Which brings me to tip 2, song format. Decide the storytelling format you want to follow for your song early on. My verses usually function as specific moments in the story's timeline, which provide context or background for the moral of the story, which comes in during the chorus. Then, my bridge section can be a peek in the tension, contrast, or lyrically function like a verse, but provide musical contrast with the rest of the song. In Sundown's bridge, the frustration comes to a peak with the line, "I know that light means nothing without the dark, but haven't I had enough?" And it repeats that last bit as the music climbs to really emphasize the moment where you start to question whether you can keep on loving this person, realizing this pattern of sun up and sun down will never end. When I'm writing my lyrics, I try to have each section add something more to provide context and expand the picture further. In the next episode, I'll get into my process for creating the sound world for Sundown. And if you would like to see what sparked the idea for this song in the first place, you can find episode 1 of this series on my page. Thanks for watching. Be sure to stick around for the rest of the series and we can make music together. See you next time!